Hey, Tony Gaston here. Listen to me. Something I realized. The hardest thing, the workout almost done. The hardest thing it is for men to do is do right by a woman. So I'm gonna tell y'all, to every man out there, y'all gotta forget his light behind my head. To every man out there, we as men, and this is what I'm trying to do myself. I ain't telling you nothing that I ain't trying to do. Because although I'm 100% faithful to my wife, I don't always communicate and express my feelings the way I should. I don't always do that the right way. So I realize my shortcomings as a man. And when I look around and I look at men, I see a lot of men that got fame. I see a lot of men that got money. I see a lot of men that can perfect their body. I see a lot of men that know how to gamble, that know how to play golf, know how to play a sport, know how to do everything but properly love a woman. We struggle with that. And the reason being is we were not taught how to properly love a woman. We were not taught how to, hey, y'all gotta get that light. That light blinding me now, but it ain't nothing I can do about it. We were not taught how to properly love a woman. We were not taught how to treat a woman. And the thing about it is, what I have found is it requires selflessness. You got to be selfless. But it's so easy to be selfish. And this is what we got to understand. That Narcissus, or whoever he was, if I ain't mistaken, was a man. And so that self-centered, toxic, controlling, abusive behavior is really hardwired in men. Look at it, from the beginning of time when Cain killed Abel, just out of jealousy. Here he was, jealous of another man, and this is his blood brother, and he took his life. But yet we confused about why men who are not blood take each other's life in the streets. When Cain did it to Abel, right in front of God. So listen to me. As men, we struggle with some things, and I'm going to tell you, a lot of times we get so comfortable praising ourselves for operating in our strengths. When I believe as a man, we need to focus on strengthening our weaknesses. That, yes, we can make money. Yes, we could build business. Yes, we could be great fathers. Yes, we can get married. But can we properly love a woman? Can we talk to a woman with respect? Can we treat a woman with respect? Can we be faithful to a woman? Can we die out to self and give ourselves fully to a woman without getting so caught up? So it's kind of like this. If a man take and have a daughter, he will work his finger to the bone to provide for his daughter. He will protect his daughter. He will go out of his way for his daughter. If she got to go to work at 3 o'clock in the morning, he's going to get up and he's going to walk her outside and make sure she get in that car safe. But will he do that for his wife? It's a select few that'll do that for our wives. A man will work his finger to the bone, give his daughter everything she dream of, and not ask her for anything in return. But will he do that for his wife? See, we struggle with loving our wives the way we want a man to love our mother, the way we want a man to love our daughter, our sister, or any woman in our family. We want more for the women in our family than we want for our wives.
I done had men in my life check me for my behavior or how I was operating or moving with my woman, but not check themselves. But check me because they know my woman. Because that woman is their daughter or their niece or their cousin or their sister. But yet be doing the same thing and worse with their wife or with their woman. See, that's what we got to work as men. So I'm going to tell you something. God, in the Holy Bible, and you might not read the Bible, but in the Holy Bible is a man named Jesus Christ. And he was said to be the Son of God. And God gave his only begotten Son, so that whosoever believe in him shall have everlasting life. So you can have salvation through Christ. So God took his only Son and sacrificed his Son for the world. And then he spoke to his prophet and he said, write this passage. And the passage says, husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. So Christ came and died out to self, allowed himself to be crucified for the church, so that the church may be saved. And yet, as men, we put more pride in building business, building a brand, and making money than we do in loving our wives. When the greatest lesson a man could give his daughter is how he loves his wife. The greatest lesson a man could give his daughter is how he treats her mother. Even if you're not with the mother, your daughter will hear no lesson louder than the example she sees of how you deal and interact with women. And when she comes to an age, I will guarantee you that most women will despise their father if he never learned how to properly treat a woman. And most men don't understand that. And that's why we say as parents, do as I say do and not as I do. And we say that because we want the room to be complacent and to not grow and change. So listen, what I would like to say to men is we got to start putting more stock on how we treat our wives than we do on how well we are in business. And I'm talking to myself. I need this lesson right now, this very day, yesterday, last month, and a year ago. So as I'm pushing myself, I just don't want to be pushing and challenging myself without bringing somebody else along with me, because, you know, we ought to pull as we climb, as they say in Africa. So listen to me. That's what we need to work at. So if you happen to be a woman watching this and you know a man that wouldn't get too offended with you sending them this, send them this. And listen to me, my brother. Let's stop making excuses. I know what it's like to be a man. You know why? Because I'm a man. I know it's hard. I know we don't get a lot of praise. I know that we don't really get to express our feelings a lot. I know that there's women who are no good and cheating and lying and taking advantage. I know all of that. But what you do is between you and God. You got to answer to God for what you do and how you treat your woman. And if your woman or the other women that you are using as a reason why you can't be absolutely amazing to your woman, those women have to answer to God. So at the end of the day, when you look yourself in the mirror, you got to ask yourself, am I being the absolute best man that I can be for the woman in my life and for those women that are watching me, like your daughters, if you have daughters, and also your sons? Because the greatest lesson you could give your son is how you treat his mother, how you treat your wife if your wife is not his mother. So as men, we got to take that hard challenge and let's start putting more pride in doing the hard things instead of the things that we're innately built to do, like go and hunt and kill and make money and build, hunting and gathering. Let's do that other thing that's hard, which is taming that lust, bridling your tongue and how you talk and treat and see your woman. Let's work on that hard area. And then I guarantee you, If we can get better in the hard area, everything else will become a whole lot easier. Hey, this is Tony Gaston. God bless you. This is just one brother to another. I know it's going to be a group of men calling this man bashing and worrying about who talking to the women. Listen, you got to be a man about this thing and get what's for you. And trust me, myself and others have plenty of messages for women. Sometimes as men, we got to look and talk to each other as men and grow as men and be okay with that and don't worry about what nobody else doing. What are we doing? Hey, God bless you.